At ease, brothers. I just want to say first off, brothers, God is good, man. Your boy hit 48 years yesterday, celebrated a birthday, and I'm not big on birthday, man. I can't stand gifts. Everybody in my family knows I can't stand gifts. To be honest, I don't even like to recognize it, man. But at the same time, I got to show gratitude to Source Energy for blessing me for 48 years, brothers. So, yeah, that's a good thing, man. Now, what I want to talk about today, man, is, let me say this first, brothers. Y'all know I love y'all brothers. And like when I say I love y'all brothers, man, it's like y'all are my brothers. Like y'all are a part of my life, man. Even when I see the same brothers that I comment to, man, that I've never met, it's like these my brothers, man. So when I say this, brothers, understand that it's coming from a place of love. Some of y'all simply got to stop running from the mission. Some of y'all simply have to stop running from what it is you're supposed to be doing, man. And the thing is, in the back of your mind, you know what you're supposed to be doing. And it's not an issue of, well, man, maybe I'm not smart enough. Or maybe I don't, maybe this one more thing I got to get better at. Maybe I need to lose a little bit more weight first. Maybe I need to learn how to be a better speaker first. Maybe I need to get a degree first instead of just doing the thing, bro. A lot of y'all brothers are simply running from the mission. And I'm gonna tell you what it is, man. It ain't the knowledge. It's the balls, man. A lot of us as men, we gotta reach down deeper, man, and go nad up, bro. You have to stop running from the mission, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, though. I understand one of the main reasons, or some of the main reasons on why men run from the mission is, well, I'll say it like this, man. To go forward past that initial threshold, you have to be willing to be misunderstood and rejected. You have to be willing to be misunderstood and rejected, brothers. I'm talking about getting past the initial threshold. I'm talking about when a man is coming out of the state of, I'm talking about when he's coming into his awareness, not the full awakening, the awareness. When he's to the point where he says, you know what? Something is not right. Something is not right about my scenario. Something is not right about what life is doing. Like I don't know what it is yet, but something ain't it, bro. I'm talking about right then. To get past, once a man comes into that place and he gets to that initial threshold where he sees a new world on the other side, or the journey to a new world, what stops man in his tracks right there, brothers, is a man looking back at his current world, looking at his current scenario, looking at his family and friends, saying, bro, I don't want to be misunderstood and rejected by those that love me. So let me just cut on a little music, man, and just fall back to sleep where I was. You have to be willing to be misunderstood and rejected, brothers. I can remember, and this is going to happen several times in life, several different times, several different scenarios, several different reasons. But I can remember when I was going through this very thing in the spiritual portion of my life, bro. I can remember, man, like it was yesterday, bro. I was 24 years old, right? And I was asked to teach Sunday school class, right? And I was teaching, I'm 24 years old. I'm in the military, married young man. And I'm sitting there teaching people that are 30s, that are 40s. Some were even maybe in their 50s. So I'm the young buck in the class teaching Sunday school, man. And after I'm teaching for a couple of weeks, I started noticing a pattern. I said, man, now that I'm studying this stuff in the Bible and I'm teaching it, I said, it's not lining up with my beliefs. Now that I'm just not listening to what a pastor is telling me, and I'm having to study this for myself and do the research and look at the history and mesh it up with the Old Testament. I said, it's not making sense, bro. And I started having these new ideas of what my truth was, of what I thought a true spirituality was, right? So I remember stepping away from the church at that point in time, man. And I remember anybody that asked me, I was telling them my new truth. But I remember very quickly having the thought of, like, I can't say these things to people. You know, and that lasted about 5 minutes. I can't say these things to people, but I understood that in order for me to get to that place of understanding that I wanted, like I wanted a certain level of understanding, I understood that I was going to have to piss a lot of people off. I said a lot of people that are very close to me, a lot of people that taught me what I knew. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that raised me up in church, and I said, they're going to be pissed off when they come across soul the next time. I said, they're going to be pissed off because I'm going to have to tell them that all this stuff we've been reading is not true or has been misinterpreted. So a man has to be willing to be misunderstood and rejected. And I'm going to tell you this, brothers. This part right here, this initial threshold, this is where greatness dies. This is where greatness dies. You know, people are always talking about, taking people take their greatness to the cemetery and XYZ. This is the point where it dies right here. When a person says, you know what, okay, I hear something else calling my name. I'm aware enough to know there's something else I should be pursuing in life. But simply due to the fact, man, that I want to make everybody happy, I'm just going to retreat to the old life. I'm not going to really voice my opinion on this particular thing. I'm not going to really stand my ground on this particular cause. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to fulfill the mission that I know I've been given because I'm scared. I want to blame it on everything else. But it's me. I'm scared to move forward in it, brothers. And I'm going to tell you how to eliminate that, man. Well, first, let me say this. Let me say this, man. Because when I say this is where greatness dies, I really need y'all to understand what I'm saying. Like a lot of times, I'll say it like this. Like a lot of times you'll be moving in a certain direction and you'll feel that calling. And that, for example, a lot of people are in college right now or going to college because mom and daddy want them in college. Uncle, grandmama and them want them to go be the first person to, you know what I'm saying? Or go to the same school everybody else went to, right? But you may feel it's something inside of you that says, you know what? I don't want to go to college. Like I want to get out and get this trade to do XYZ. I want to get out. I want to be a content creator. I want to get out and I want to be whatever it is going against the grain. And simply because you don't want to be rejected or misunderstood, you will ride that whole path. You get this whole chain of death, right? A lot of y'all are in corporate America and succeeding, but you're saying, hey, you know what? I want to step out and do my own thing. I want to take this knowledge that I've been given to this company that's giving me pennies of what I'm worth. I want to take this same knowledge and use it for myself and build my own company, my own organization. But it goes against the grain. You understand that you can help 20 times more people, but it goes against the grain and you don't want to be rejected or misunderstood by your peers. So that's what I'm talking about. Greatness dies before the graveyard. Greatness dies right here. You might be in a trap spot selling dope. You might be the big pusher. And in your mind, you say, you know what, brother? If I can be the CEO of these streets, I can be the CEO of any company. Won't I leave this dirt alone, man, and start doing something different? But oh man, the boys on the cut, the boys in the trap spot, they're gonna look and be funny. All the guys I grew up with, man, they gonna start calling me names, bro. I can't go against the grain. I can't be rejected by my peers, man. So I'll just sit back here, man, and keep slanging dope till I go to prison, man. They'll like me. They'll accept me if I go that route. Or some of y'all sisters, you might be twerking on the gram. You might be, back shots on the gram all day. When you're saying to yourself, you know what, man, I'm getting these likes. I'm loving these likes. I'm loving this attention. I'm loving the 100,000 views of men that are lusting over me. You know what I'm saying? That my homegirls are putting me on a pedestal because I got a good life and guys are wanting me. But I know there's something greater. I'm sitting there talking about I want a husband that like why don't I move like that? Why don't I move like that? Because you're saying, what are the girls gonna say? The girls are gonna reject me. So that's what I'm saying. Greatness dies there, man. But I'm gonna tell you this, brothers. This is how a man can really can really overcome that whole thing, man. It comes down to the hierarchy, man. Like, and I don't talk about the hierarchy as much, but the hierarchy it's something that has to be in place, or your whole world is in shambles. And when I say the hierarchy, man, I mean God first, right? Purpose or your mission is second, and then self. God first, purpose or mission, and then self. And if you're governing everything about your life in that order, and wife and kids and family member and all that stuff fall below self, you won't have a problem being rejected or being misunderstood. You won't care, bro. You won't care, man. Hierarchy must be in place, man. Like mission has to be over everything. Because if you're in a situation where you want to redirect, or if you're in a situation where you know there's some path you're supposed to travel, and you're getting all the information, you're getting all the downloads, and you're still not going that route, you're simply being what's his name in the Bible? You're simply being Jonah. You're simply being Jonah. You're sitting here with the whole mission to go to Nineveh, but you're doing every single thing else. You're doing every single thing else. Instead of stopping in your tracks, going to where you're supposed to be going, you're going toward I'm not sure that city he was trying to get to when he got on the boat. You're doing everything else, right? That fulfillment that you'll get in Nineveh, you're trying to get that fulfillment in everything else, in all these other cities, in all these other vices, in all these other drinks and alcohols, and all these other women. You're trying to find your Nineveh in everything else, brother. And I'm gonna tell you, just like brother in the Bible, man, everything you touch is gonna be trash. Every boat you get on is gonna be trash, man. You know what I'm saying? In other words, you're getting all this information to let you move into your greatness, but instead, man, you want to be accepted, man. You want to be accepted by everything and everybody else, bro. I'm gonna tell you, it don't work like that, man. It doesn't work like that, brothers. Again, man, you know, to fulfill the mission, you have to be willing to be misunderstood and rejected. What do you mean exactly, soul? I'm gonna tell you exactly what I mean. I mean, there may be something about you. There might be a hard left taken by you, man, where all of a sudden, all your partners, right? They get a little distant. There may be something you do, man, where people that subscribe to your channel may just take a nosedive. I remember when I had my other channel, which is still alive and well, I guess. You know, I don't really go over there much. But my other channel, I can remember when I started talking a new talk. You know, I started talking about like what I'm talking about now, man, and like, hey, brothers, like the world ain't as bad as we make it seem. Like let's find ourselves. First, let's take accountability, and let's just move in a different order. Man, you know how many guys were coming on my page? Oh, Soul is flipping the script. Soul is doing this, and my subscribers started to count, started to drop off. But you think I lose sleep over that? It's mission over everything, bro. As long as I stay plugged in the source and mission, everything always works out for Soul. But best believe, man. Anytime you have to alter your mission for a greater good, people in your circle might not see it right then. A lot of them won't see it. They're gonna reject it, man. But you can't even blink an eye at that. You can't even blink an eye at that, man. So it means being rejected by family and friends and brothers and sisters. It means losing subscribers. It may mean losing a job. It may mean losing a job. If you create a new version of you, you're going in a different direction, and now you're just a different being. It may conflict with the place you work. It may conflict with the place you worship. You may be Christian, you may be Muslim, you may be the number of all of them, man. But you may have one strong idea that shifts everything. Where now you're still cool with the people, but they're no longer cool with you. You're rejected, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man, when a person subdues himself just to be rejected, man, it's not a good thing. So again, brothers, We have to stop running from the mission. All of us, every single man in this watching this video, every single man is watching this video, every single is being told something. Like that voice is telling you something. Whether it's simply, hey man, you need to get online and start sharing this knowledge I'm giving you, or it could even be, hey brothers, hey brothers, you see all these young men in your neighborhood that are looking for a father figure. Go walk down to that basketball court for 30 minutes every other Saturday, man, and just give game to them brothers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's being caught. Everybody has that mission, brothers. You just have to go nab up and move in that direction, brothers.